Oh, hey, you caught me in a tough spot. Just give me 1 second. Man, I don't know about you, but I'm starving. Well, that's not true. I know you're not starving. You're a camera. Let's go get food. What can I get for $4.35? Have you ever noticed how all the good foods are appetizers, or hors d'oeuvres, trace their creation to somewhere in Asia, either Russia or China. It's not really known, but wherever it traces its origin to isn't super important because a ton of cultures have it in some form or another. The French have hors d'oeuvres, Swedish have the smorgasbord, in the Middle East they have the meze, Italians have antipasto, Russians have their zakuska, the Greek have the prompoma, and Romans have gustatio, which is when they ate cooked rodent prior to the main course. But that's not important. I'll leave the history of appetizers to Socrates, because I'm not here to talk about the history, that's for nerds. I'm talking about something much more important. My opinion. And my opinion is that appetizers slap. Like, think of your favorite food right now. It's probably an appetizer. Spinach dip, great. Mozzarella sticks, top 10, no, top 3 food of all time. Fish tacos go hard as hell. Just to prove my point that appetizers are the best foods, I'm going to read out a list I made of appetizers sourced through Wikipedia, recipe websites, and menus from restaurants around me. First up is bruschetta, and to show how fair I'm being, I purposely put something I don't like as the starting one. If I wanted to eat wheat and tomato, I'd just go eat spaghetti. Bruschetta sucks. D tier. Spinach dip. Spinach dip is great, especially Montana's. S tier. Chicken wings. They are pretty okay. It obviously depends on the sauce. Personally, I'm more of a honey garlic guy, but what really might cause controversy is this. Drumsticks are way worse than flats. B tier. Deep fried pickles. Personally, I've never seen this as an appetizer, but I've had it at a fair before, and it was okay. Yep, that sure is a pickle. C tier. Mini tacos. Pretty good. The order of importance goes fish, followed by pork, chicken, beef. Overall, solid B. Crab cakes. I've never had them, so they're disqualified. Sushi is pretty cool. I generally don't like fish, but the few times I've had sushi, it's been great. A tier. Caviar. Does it look like I can afford caviar? Mozzarella sticks. Literally the reason I made this video. There are few foods in this world that can compare to mozzarella sticks. It is the simplest recipe in the world. Cheese, breading, deep fry. And yet no foods in the history of man have surpassed them. S plus. Nachos. Who would I be as a person if I didn't like nachos? S tier. Bloomin' onion. Man, were these good. I'm saying were because for some reason, like 10 years ago, almost every Outback Steakhouse in Canada closed, and they should bring them back just so that I can get a blooming onion. Then they can close again. I don't really care. A tier. Calamari. Calamari is disgusting, especially if it's the kind where it's just a whole little squid. It should be illegal to serve calamari. If we're eating out and you order calamari, I am leaping across the table to assault you. And what can I get you started with today? Yeah, I'll have a Pepsi, please, and could I get an order of calamari? Calamari? Sure, and for you, sir? Sir? F tier. Charcuterie. It's just lunch meat, cheese, and fruit. I don't really know how you couldn't like it. B tier. Deviled eggs. This is an old person food. I don't think I've ever seen anyone other than myself under the age of 40 eating this. And the few times I have indulged in becoming an elderly person, they've been pretty okay. C tier. Gherkin. Gherkin? What the f is a gherkin? A pickled cucumber, commonly known as a pickle in the United States, Australia, and Canada, and a gherkin in Britain, Ireland, South Africa, and New Zealand. That can't be real. Shut up. British people do not call pickles gherkins. I refuse to believe that. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Almost as stupid as calling a pickle an appetizer. Instant G tier. Salads? Are salads really an appetizer? It's more of a main course, isn't it? But I mean, it's a salad. Sure is something you can eat. C tier. Tongue toast. Am I reading that right? That's cow tongue toast. Alright, I've never had this. It's still going at the bottom, right beside the gherkin. Are you going to order anything, sir? Nah, I'm just gonna eat these candles. How does this keep happening?